Hello, welcome to, I don't know what I'm going to call this, but here's a comic review. I read this, I don't know, like a day after it came out. Oh my god, so good. It is Dark Ages, it is non-canon, so you don't need to worry, but very good story. And we just start off, and we've got Pete, MJ, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, their kid, and their child is just chilling up on the roof because Spider DNA, because of Spider-Man. They're all chilling. She's obviously upset because their child's on the roof there. Because it's natural to her, being a spider child. He hops up, and then this is where we get our first glimpse of what's happening. And the fact it says, the spiders felt it first. We felt the danger coming so strongly it physically hurt. And then you've got just this poor punk who's obviously confused, stuck to a wall, no idea what's going on. All four of them, instant pain. Just this text here though, like, just wow. I'd felt strong spider sense before, like when Galactus was approaching the Earth, but this was worse, so much worse. It wasn't like the Devourer of Worlds was coming to eat the planet. It was like he already... it was like he was already taking a bite. Just... that? Like, that does not sound good. Then we've got this character, no idea who she is. Proclaims to be the smartest person in the world though. And also has a T-Rex. Which... yeah. Okay. But... what's this? Moon Girl. Ah, okay. No idea who this is, never heard of her before. I assume she appears at some point. But she worked out what was going on and is going to the second smartest person on the planet. Which she proclaims. Going to the Baxter building to talk to Mr. Fantastic himself. Then we go down here and we see the mutants. We'll just scroll up. You've already seen him, partly, if you're paying attention, maybe. But you see, you've got Jean and Charles are talking. Charles, do you feel it? I feel it, Jean. A mind has awoken, unlike any I've felt before. And then we just swap to him. And this... I honestly wonder how far away is he? What planet is he on? And we've got some more text by whoever this narrator is. We find out who's narrating it, obviously, at the end of this comic volume. Yeah, this volume. And we've just got him responding, I hear you, very nice. Probably talking to an old friend, Then we've just got Spider-Man just whipping out, running away, going to, well, the Baxter building, most likely. Oh god, the dinosaur has appeared. The Thing looks... I don't know, he looks chunky more than anything. But that, like, the hairstyle there, that looks pretty cool. Very, very good, like, detailing work. And then we've got, like, some tremors at midnight in New York. That sucks for them, but oh well. Then we find their child, which has got a V on her chest, which could either stand for her name or, in Roman numerals, 5. So, yeah, take that how you want if you actually know. Like, there says Moon Girl, which is that one, and Val, which is obviously his and her daughter. And she, very serious looking face, says, I think the world is ending. There, those little lines there, I'm not sure what they're meant to be. Like, if it's meant to be like shadowing, like, got some stuff on the nose there, but I don't know, that looks a little weird there, that's all. And then the Watcher himself appears in all his glory. And, you know, proves her right and says the world is ending, which is all very nice and well, and says there's only a few hours left, which he kind of looks mad about it. I don't know. It looks a little weird. Anyway, he starts telling us this story about this creature who 10 billion years ago a living machine was created. It was made to protect the universe, to stop all kinds of stuff and consume the black holes. Which, that, like, it started off like that? Like, that doesn't seem like a peacekeeping creature, but I guess, sure. And eventually, after consuming so much darkness, it changed. The being corrupted it at its core, which, that is a very cool looking eye. Obviously, that's the core there. Eventually started going unmaking stuff throughout the universe, and we have this powerful being, whose head is not actually attached to its body. Kind of weird there. Stop the creature, and then put it into sleep mode. And then imprisoned it with inside the Earth. So, that explains why the Earth is having tremors, I guess. But then we've got all these people online, they're all communicating. Stark, Black Panther, Professor X, some random, no idea who she is. Beast, no idea. There's the Hulk. And we've got Spider-Man, he's finally shown up again. But they obviously assemble a team because, you know, that's what they do. But the best thing is his reason for being there. And the thing, in case anything, could be solved by hitting really hard. Just... really? He probably just really wanted to go, like Doctor Strange, able to make a portal to get them down to the center of the earth and can combat stuff with his portals and other magical stuff. Her reality shaping to fight the creature's unmaking. Vision, a living machine to fight a living machine. Sure. And the Invisible Woman to protect them from the heat of the Earth's core. Which, like, as you see there, I assume her shield stops heat from getting in, yet this, like, little ground here, that'll probably kill them. Like, these two are flying and that one's a rock. Those two are walking on it though, so, like, wouldn't their feet, like, kind of burn? Either way, who knows. Then we've got a picture. The creature's got its leg back, and of course, he wants to punch it. What a surprise. Just what a surprise. It starts trying to break its way out. Kind of looks like part of its body is breaking apart, but what an odd design to have little bits floating up above as well. Anyway, stuff is falling down. He cries out Sue, and she reinforces the barrier top part so stuff doesn't break it. Then, by tremors, but Wakanda's fine, because they're built on a layer of bedrock and vibranium, as he puts on his mask to go help the other peoples. And we can see all over the world, the stuff is getting worse. Atlantis is sinking again, and its king is watching it go down. Then we have people on the streets trying to save people. We see X-23, who is currently the Wolverine at this point, and this child, no idea who that child's meant to be, but we've got the X-Men, the Avengers, Runaways, Champions, are all helping, trying to stop whatever they can. But, like, what were the villains doing? Like, what about Doom? Like, I would assume he would be trying to do stuff, right? Anyway, we've got the Thing. First thing he wants to do is just punch it, and as you can see, he gets engulfed by this unmaking beam. And then there's less of him, and then there's little bits of him. He's just gone now. Then we've got the Scarlet Witch trying to combat its unmaking power, which fails, sending Vision into a rage after watching her just be ripped apart. But one thing, I'm not sure how powerful this Wanderer is, but at one point she snapped and got rid of all mutants. So I'm guessing the writers have tamed her down a bit, or depending whatever story this one spans off, will depend on how strong she is. Anyway, we see the remains of Wanda there as Vision flies into its head, stopping it for a few seconds so he can search and find a weapon to do something about this. He does. He eventually tries to make a portal. It skewers him, but it was too late, and now the creature's being stopped, for now, by an EMP, because the portal he opened led to a universe which is just an EMP. So, interesting. Anyway, we see here with his last few moments, creates a portal sending Sue back to the surface. But with Strange dead, the portal stayed open. The portal with the EMP. I kind of would have assumed that it would have taken magic to keep this portal open. And once he died, the portal would stop. So, who knows? Anyway, sucks to be him and Stark, but everything electronical, so Ant-Man, stuck as a giant, his pacemaker, stopped, she, dead, his web shooters, stopped, and he took quite a hit on that ground. And by this point, you get the idea that Spider-Man's the one telling the story, as the red bubbles clearly state. I was trying to get back to MJ and May being his daughter. Goes on about how he should have never left, and it's collapsed. We see Luke and Jessica both standing at the entrance, and he's freaking out, obviously. He thinks they're dead. But what a surprise, his little daughter also has his super strength, and he's no idea what's going on. And her reply is just, "Hey there, Tiger." Like, really? Just what an interesting way to greet him. And then I love how this looks, because if we go back up, look at him there. Like, he's muscly, but he's grown. It's been a few years, and he's telling this story to some people, but we can also see he's made some web shooters, and he's crafted this armor over the top of what appears to be his original suit. So he now needs to wear some sort of armor to combat whatever he's fighting. And there we go. Up here it says, 7 years ago, the world we knew ended. We built another world, a world to be proud of. But years after the lights went out, after the end, came the apocalypse. And we see a steampunk Iron Man, She-Hulk, Beast, Miles Morales with possibly Carnage. Not too sure if that's Venom or Carnage. For some reason, Reed Richards, whoever she is, no idea. And then this lovely guy. Now, did it take him 7 years to get to the planet? And is Spider-Man telling this story after the fact? After they dealt with this problem? Or what? And we get some close-up designs at the Iron Man suit. We get to see how, like, the system, how he flies and what he would be blasting. I guess it would be like just steam, very hot air, which, unless it's fire, I don't know if he'll be able to do plasma though, but who knows, maybe. And then we've got this next panel, and we see Iron Man, Miles, Sue, May, Peter, and X-23. And we'll get the next issue of this coming out on, what was it? I'm pretty sure it was October 9th. But yeah, it's like this week here or next week. So yeah, if you guys are interested in reading this, like, give it a look. It is really good. And yeah, y'all enjoyed it, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!